Hello and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. Woohoo! And guess what? Da 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 da. Yes, I finally managed to find an Echoes Cobra to buy in the auctions. So this is the Cobra. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Echoes Cobra. Echos. Now, I settled for a 3-star because I got bored after going through several auctions. It's not the auction, well, the auctions are fairly tedious. It's all the loading. It takes so long to load it now. Anyway, so 3-star, started at 22 grand. I eventually paid 47.5 for it. So yeah, it's quite expensive. It's worth a bit more than that, at least. That's something. Yeah, it looks like someone used it for an exciting film, perhaps. Had to bail out the door, and the door got knocked off in the process. Oh, and the boot obviously got shot off in the chase scene. And then someone shat on it. Because look at the state of that. Alright, so I guess after promising for weeks that I'd do this, I should get on and sort this car out. Let's see, we've got nothing in the inventory. So let's do the old usual and take off all the bodywork. Now I should try and remember that I'll probably replace some of this bodywork with fancy crap, because I'm going to keep this car. That's the technical term anyway, fancy crap. There'll be performance, no, not performance parts, I haven't even done that. Ooh, look at this horrific back plate. There's a big shiny, it's not even the same colour as the chassis, because usually the chassis, it's got all the yellow and black texture reflections. Okay, that's ugly as sin. Anyway, so there will be some interesting body parts. Let's try to remember what my key buttons are, button keys. So, for instance, if we put in Cobra here, so we've got bumpers and hoods and such. So yeah, usually I go, let's see, that one looks slightly more exciting. Oh, this one's more expensive. Go on, we'll go with the expensive for a change. I don't like these LED lights, so screw that. Let's go for the fancy rear lights, sure. The expensive tail bumper thingy. Headlight and tail light. There we go. So we can put those bits back on straight away and not worry about having to fix them up. So rear bumper, tail lights. Sorry. Oh no, I thought I'd put different style tail lights. Did I put the right ones on even? Oh, you can't look at them. Yeah. Yeah, I did put the right ones on, yeah. I know what I'm doing. Honest, gov. Right, so bumper, headlight, and headlight. Oh yeah, we've got the hood too. So although we'll fix up the other bits, we can just sell them on. So, repair table. Most of that got fixed. So let's replace the bits that we can replace. Oh no. Door, of course, and the chase scene and all that. I remember the story. That didn't get fixed. Ah, do we not have a fancy trunk? No, okay. We didn't have that door either. Okay, so we've just got this crap left. So I see, we fixed all the parts that we replaced. That's terrific. So sell the junk and just sell everything else. Alright. Good. So that's that bit over and done with. So now we can attack this fancy looking engine, and I say fancy looking, it looks a lot like a fairly standard V8. So yeah, that's not so exciting. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's have a look at the engine swap options. So we could put a supercharged V8 in. That sounds exciting, doesn't it? Is it literally just the supercharger that's the difference? I think it is, isn't it? Go on, let's do that. Swap will cost 23,000. Oh my god. Okay. Does it replace the engine as to 100% parts? That could be a very cheap way of fixing up the engine. Oh, it has to load in a new one. There we go. So is this engine now 100%? Let's take something off. Why can't I take it off? I haven't clicked on it yet. Oh no, it's the wrong part. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do this. So yeah, that's 100%. Okay. Well, wow. That's 23 grand's worth of very fast improvement. So I guess we have to remove the rest of it. I don't think it'll have fixed all the other stuff, so alright, let's get on with the rest of it. The engine swap's the sort of thing I'd normally have done last after I'd replaced all of the engines, so it's worth knowing that it's well worth doing first. Yeah. It's going to be a bit weird working around the engine for some reason. I think only because I've never done it before, but it's perfectly fine. It's just a whole chunk of stuff I don't have to fix. I wonder if it's changed the oil as well. Questions. I could have done oil. Well, actually, it's hard to tell. The oil often looks clean. You don't know how fresh it is, so it is a bit tricky to know. Oh well, it's a learning procedure. So there you go. 23 grand. So yeah, we've taken quite a hit on this vehicle. So it cost, what was it, 47 to buy, another 23. So that's 70 grand it's cost so far. I should have checked the worth, shouldn't I, after I'd done that, to see if it was worth more. Yeah, pressing all the wrong buttons. Alright, bong. Remember what to do. Bong. Alright, so that's that bit can come off. Oops, no, don't want to take that off. In fact, that looks a little bit nasty, doesn't it? No? Oh no, maybe not. Maybe it's just the angle that I had it at. Maybe the oil pan hadn't. But the oil pan's part of the engine, so that must have been replaced, right? And the oil filter looks pretty flash, doesn't it? Condition unknown. Can we check the condition? It can be examined by taking off the car. Alright. That was 100%. Good. Alright. Okay, so let's continue removing the suspension. Whoop. I'll probably replace these wheels as well, to be fair. We could put some performance parts on too, to be honest. I've not done that yet. I was kind of assuming that there would be some jobs, customer jobs, over the phone that would involve performance parts. But although I've messed about replacing the jobs quite a lot, I didn't see any come in that required that. It's not to say there aren't any, or maybe I've just been unlucky, or I don't know. Who knows? Who indeed knows? I have lined up some jobs involving new cars, just in case I didn't find any at auction. But like I said, I finally just broke and didn't wait for a 1-star version. Which would have been nice, because I'll probably have to do some more selling, money earning jobs in between, because it's cost me so much. But hey ho, it's all part of the game. So that's the front suspension done. Oh, now this exhaust pipe looks nice and fresh. Right, this one. That's 100% as well. Wow, it replaced part of the exhaust as well. That's pretty awesome. What about the gearbox? Gearbox looks pretty fresh too, to be honest. But I need to take off the rest of the gear. Whoops. Exhaust pipes even. Gearbox. Take off the drive shaft. It just struck me that 23 grand that I paid for the engine, does that include the money I'd have got for replacing all the parts it got rid of? These all look really fresh. I'm going to have to take them off to find out if they really are fresh. That's 100%. This looks like 100% too, to be honest. Yeah. Alright, let's leave all that on there then. Brilliant. I mean, 23 grand's a big chunk of cash, so I'm glad I'm getting what seems to be my money's worth. Alright, so that's all, look at it all of that, all fresh, apart from the battery. But anyway, yeah, oh, I'm stuck in whatever mode this is. There we go. Down the end, here we go. Take off the rear suspension, that's what I need to do next. Rear drive. Right, so it's got a bit of a fancy rear suspension, lots of struts and things. There we go. Let's take out the shock. Springs rather, we've taken the shock off already. Suspension arms, sway bar links, another suspension arm, tiny bit of bush. That should be that, yep. And then we can take out the big bush. Get your fingers right in there. Fuel pump and tank. Lovely. Right. Put some fancy calipapas on as well, didn't we? They have red ones, I think, which is nice. It's nice that you can see them through the wheel. Well, I assume you can. I haven't tried it yet, have I? But this is the sort of car we should do it on. It's a bit of a fancy vehicle. You know, you wouldn't want to put this on the Mayan 6 or something, would you? All these fancy parts that I'm talking about. I've not really played with the fancy parts at all yet, so I'm not really sure how fancy they are or how well you can see them. Alright, and then the tiny bush, and finger it out from this side, and then that's that knuckle gone. Sway bar, and big bush, and that's the rear suspension done. So that, essentially, is the entire car stripped, because of course we have to do the engine, which, God, that saves a lot of time. Because the engine's got a lot of bits in it. Alright, let's fix what we can fix of what we've taken off. Here, there's some of it breaking, but that's just inevitable. Right, the other thing we should do... Okay, first of all, we should get rid of all the stuff that broke and couldn't be fixed. And then the stuff... Well, that's the stuff that broke or was broken in the fixing, and then we fix all the stuff that couldn't be fixed. Not fixed, couldn't be fixed. It's one of those tongue-tie days. Okay, and then we should see if there's any performance parts that we're interested in. So, for instance, the brakes. Huh. There's no brake parts. I find that. No running gear parts. Oh. Well, that's a bit depressing. I was hoping for brake calipers and such. I guess we've got all that to come. Because you can't see any of this stuff from outside, so, you know, it's not that exciting to swap. And the fuel pump, I mean, you're never going to see that. It's buried away in the fuel tank. Still, there's Malloc parts. I like the idea of souping up a Malloc, that's hilarious. Yeah, anyway, never mind, we won't worry about that then. So I'm not so fussed about the power output for the car. I mean, maybe if we came back and started drag testing it, I'd be more interested, but until that time... Alright, so we need a front suspension crossmember B. Alright, okay, front suspension crossmember B. Alright, so here we go with putting it all back together. Again, this will take much less time than usual because of the huge engine swap time saving what's it. Yeah, double wishbone shock absorber, okay. Nope. So, there we go. That is spring and little hat protector. Sway bar front end link B's. Down here somewhere. Just the other things I remember that we'll need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright, think of anything else off the top of my head that I know we'll need. So, where were we? Oh yeah, put some of this bush in. Steering rack, yeah, you want one of them, lovely. Got tie rods on. Okay, and our sway link. Oh yeah, that's what we didn't buy. Could buy a little wheel hubcap thingamajigs. Lovely. Right, let's go to the other side. Do that too. So, oh yeah, we need a front steering knuckle C. Right. We've got the hub. Screw, bolt, nut. Bottom suspension arm and topper. No, upper suspension arm. Is that? Yep. Upper suspension arm. Yeah. Alright, we've got the shock. And it's spring and hat. Tie rod gubbins. And your sway link. Oh yeah. Oh, no, yep, no, yep, yep. Update, yep. Alright, and then stick in your bush, screw it in nice and tight. Don't want your bush falling out. So that's the front suspension done. So now we could go down the end. Oh, I usually do the exhaust in between as a way of going down the car, so to speak. But I haven't done that, so there you go. Rear wheel hub. And then we've got all sorts of bits and pieces. Rear suspension arm B. Rear suspension arm. Not A or B. An extra bush that I forgot about. So do we need? Yeah, we need two. Yeah. So I do need two extra normal sized bushes. Sounds a bit weird. Normal sized bush, please. Spring cap. I need. Oh, I bought these. No, spring and cap. And then we need rear shock absorbers A. Didn't know which one we needed before, so we couldn't buy them in advance. Rear shock absorber A. Rear upper suspension arm. Good. A little bit of bush. A little bit of bush. Right, then we have. Oh yeah, the wheel hub and the drive axle. Yeah, all these parts all fixed up nicely. So rear sway B. Rear sway B. And then we've got the sway links. You can see that from around here. Oop, no, missed. Sway link A, and on the other side. Oh no, we're not ready for it yet. Oh, rear knuckle housing A. Okay, rear knuckle housing A. Oh, don't have any of these parts, of course. Rear wheel hub. Rear wheel hub. Zip, 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 zip. That's a technical noise. Alright, there we go. And our shock and our tiny bush. Oh, that reminds me, we're on the right bit for. Oh, I think I needed one more, did I? Let's say I needed two more, because that sounds like I knew what I was doing. No, I needed one more. Ah, well. Them's the brakes, they're not vastly expensive, are they? Of course, there's a chance I've not put one somewhere it needs to go, but I think that's all of them, to be honest. I did the front ones, so yeah. Oh well. Never mind. Nope. Rear suspension arm B, and then I've done that one. Spring cap, spring. Whoops, missed. Spring and other cap. So I think that's the rear susp done. Ah, no, bit missing in here, of course. And our axle. Bolt that on, don't want that falling off. Drive shaft, good. I'll tell you what will be amusing, if I put this all back together and it's not 100% and I find out something like the clutch inside the gearbox wasn't replaced when the engine was fixed. That would be hilarious. So 2 cats. Oh, can't click apparently. 2 middle muffs. What else? Rear muffler V8s. So, middle muffs. Rear muff V8. There we go. So, middle muff, V8, V8. Oh, there we go. So that's all that shiz. Oh, we've got the fuel tank, of course. Need one of them. Fuel tank. F. Fuel tank. And then the pump. Yep, we got that as well. Cool. Alright, so that's all but the brakes at the back. Oh, the front's sort of done as well, I think. Yeah, getting there, certainly. That's weird. That happens to the engine. I mentioned that a few times. It's kind of cool, kind of weird. Right, okay, I guess we're sort of there. Let's drop it down then. Let's do things like check to see if it came with oil in the engine. Where's the oil plug thingy? Dipstick. Wow! Literally full of oil. Alright, there's the supercharger thing. Doesn't actually go onto the exhaust, I guess. No, it's just all on top. Yeah. Ah. Right, okay. Oh, we've got a battery and a brake servo to replace. I'd forgotten about. I don't know if we can fix the brake servo, can we? Yeah, that's what I'm doing next. Shift click. Alright, so brake servo. Lovely. But we'll have to buy a batteria. Battery. There we go. Now, theoretically, that should be the car at 100%. Parts condition 85%. Oh, it's the brakes. That's okay. Oh, the front sway bar didn't take off. All the brakes. Yeah, okay. It's all the 100% that I'm looking for. So the ones that aren't 100% are the worries, but they are parts I've forgotten about for some reason. I've managed to miss the brake modules in the engine. Didn't even notice them. Oh, there they are. Look. Compared to the engine, really small. That's those. We can fix. Well, we can attempt to fix those. And what else was it? The front sway bar. It's a bit of a weird one to forget to take off, isn't it? Oh, stop doing that. There we go. So the front sway bar, which I've presumably reconnected, have I? Oh no, I haven't. Oh, I have. So I have to take off these links. Yeah, you can see it's rusty as fuck. Quality doings. There we go. So let's see if I don't think we can fix the sway bar, to be honest. No. So we need a front sway bar B. Front sway bar B. Oh, yep, it's the first one on the list, of course. And then reconnect our links. Zoop and zoop. I assume we didn't put the manky one back in, of course. Alright, so now when we look at the parts, it's just parts missing. What do you mean clip A? Oh, I haven't put the air filter back in. Oh, dearie me. Oh wow, it's amazing. You know, you take the engine procedure out and it's completely thrown me. That's how stuck in a rut I was. Right, so what do we need to put back in here? The ABS module. And pump. There we go. And the air filter, wasn't it? So we need a new air filter. I'll tell you what, this is going to be my one thing. Let's put a fancy looking air filter in. 0.2% extra. Oh yeah. The car will be cooking down the straights now, or something that the kids say. Right, I need a clip A. All clip A. Right. Oh, a radiator. Let's put that back in, shall we? The radiator fan. Just a few bits and pieces. Right, how are we doing now for parts missing? Is it just brakes? Looks like it's just brakes and a rubber bushing. There is a rubber bushing missing. Well, how about that? So I didn't buy too many. Just didn't put enough in. So is it the front that we're missing one? Yeah. There we go. Alright, so let's sort out these brakes and assume that that is the end of it. So brakes, we need 2 of these, 2 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Let's see how many calipapads we need. Shame we can't buy fancy ones. Still, most of these seem fine. I wish to buy some nice rims, shouldn't we? Rim Modern 2, let's see what the equivalents are in the wheel shop. No, in the tuner shop, is it? Modern 2 blacks I could get. Go on then. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Just for a little bit of difference. And just to make it slightly easier on myself, I'm going to sell the... oh, sell these. Those. Right, okay. Next. Nope. Oh man, I'm either clicking too fast or too inaccurate. Or something. Too inaccurate, just inaccurate. Maybe too inaccurate. Anyway. Enough mumbles. Right, come on, let's get these done and see what it all looks like. See how much money I've got left. Not enough really for another vehicle purchase. Fudge knackers. Alright. And final side. Need a brake cali parts. So that's the part shop. There we go. Cali parts. And your rim. So that now should be all but the bodywork sorted. Yes, 100%. Parts condition 100%. Brilliant. Alright, the car's worth 96 grand. Well, that's something. At least it's worth more than it bloody well started out, you know. Good. So yeah, it's cost about 70 plus the extra bits I've spent. Only a few grand probably so far. Right, so that's that. We need doors for both sides. Body part shop for the Cobra. Need a front left door and front right door as opposed to the rear doors, obviously. Don't want those. Right door, yeah, sure. And then we've got the trunk. Trunkety chunk. There we go. And then we need to get rid of the rest of the rust. From here, 2 grand. And then it's worth 133k. Well, that's a bit more like it. That would be well worth of having done if I wanted to sell it. In fact, it makes me kind of wonder whether it's worth buying them just to do one and sell. Because even spending the money on the engine, I've almost doubled my cash. Anyway, there's one vital part we haven't yet done. Can't be a car of mine without this part being done. Hell knows. Let's make this one a little bit more pink. Yes, I do. Fantastic. And then we have it, the Echos Cobra. Oh, I do like the bonnet actually, especially with the yellow highlighting. It looks even better there. So it looks like little sort of flames or teeth. Not as good without the highlighting. With, without, yeah. Yeah, nice. It's quite a nice little bit of car. Very good. Let's not look at the interior, shall we? It's horrifically plastic as usual. So there we go. Let's pop that in the parking. The all-new, super expensive parking slot. There it is, next to its really boringly titled Moon Friend. Alright, so there we go, there's the Cobra. Very similar colours actually as well. So then the last one is the Panther. The FMW Panther. So I'll see if I can find one of those in auction, although, to be honest, I think we need to get some more cash. So that might be the next episode or 2. So there we go, thank you very much for watching, and come back soon.